Welcome everybody back to the Buds Podcast, episode 12. The start of this video has taken at least 3 hours. We had Ben eating chicken wings, Joe undressing when we started recording the first time. This is like our third or fourth call that we're in. It's a mess, but we're here, and I'm glad we're here. So,
I'm about 3 minutes into turning into a puddle.
Wait, who just burped?
yeah, Mort doesn't have his fan on, so you guys can hear him good. So we'll just get into the news.
If I start looking like Kane, you know why.
We'll just
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Let's just get into the news here. On Sunday, we had probably our first entertaining live sports since the whole shutdown and everything. We had
don't like NASCAR.
I mean, it's not exciting.
Then again, we watch golf.
Yeah, but it's because of who was in it. So we had the highly anticipated golf match between Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning versus Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. It was built up. I think this was supposed to happen a couple years ago, but it got shot down or something. I felt like. What are your guys' takes on it? I mean, there were some good moments from it.
I didn't watch it, but I heard, other than that one shot, I heard Tom Brady was awful.
Tom Brady's an elite personality on the golf course, and he almost brought his team back.
Tom Brady is a 0-1 without Bill so far.
The trash talk was more entertaining than the actual golf.
Yeah. I think Tiger and Mickelson were on the same level, but Peyton Manning was much better than Tom Brady at golf.
Not at the end.
Tom Brady's not used to golfing, though.
At the end, Peyton Manning was choking it up, and it was looking like fourth quarter Tom.
But I mean,
his defense just didn't hold up. Yeah, they said that Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods golf together all the time, as a team.
Oh yeah, they golf all the time. Because I know Peyton, he was golfing during his career still, and he's good at it.
Plus, I'm going to say that it's rigged. They said it was in Orlando. They said Tiger Woods basically owns that golf course. So take that as you want.
I mean
it is Tiger Woods anyways.
They only won by one shot.
But I mean, the whole point of this was to raise money. They raised $20 million, which was that's amazing. I don't understand where all that money's coming from. I guess donations maybe, but
what did they raise it for?
For COVID-19
for relief.
Yeah.
Relief.
And I use the technical term there, so hopefully using COVID-19 relief.
Okay, you say it again.
Is allowed.
That's why I was just straight up.
Whoa!
I was just straight up gonna say relief, but now that you said it, yeah, Wes is gonna go crazy for it.
Wow, we're flying back to back.
If anybody's wondering who that is, that's our manager and part-time critic.
Full-time critic.
Our demonetized channel is about to get
that motherfucker criticizes us more than he criticizes us more than anyone has ever done in their combined.
He criticizes us. He supports. He's our biggest supporter, but our even 100%. Bigger critic.
His short on news was such a great.
I don't think he deserves his full segment, so we could just
we can keep on going with.
Okay,
well, I guess everyone should go out and buy a suit to take a picture.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, but yeah, let's move on. So also on Sunday there was the NASCAR race. It finished very late. I think it finished into Monday almost. I think it finished past 12. But who won it? Brad Keselowski pulled away in the last couple laps.
He stole it.
Yeah, I don't think they had a rain delay. It wasn't that exciting of a race. I
think it was the longest NASCAR race in history.
It was 400 race for 400 laps.
Do they drive?
Well, no,
how long straight do they drive for?
The whole time.
Almost 3 hours.
Well, no, they have stages.
Isn't 240 laps or something?
No, this one was 400.
Oh.
Yeah, 400.
Okay.
But
it went into overtime, which I think is 9 laps on top of it.
How do you go into overtime in NASCAR? You tie?
Well, no, because there's the competition caution, or not competition. It's the green, white, checkered flag, green, white, checkered flag, which means that they have to run, that there was a crash or something on the second to last lap.
Yeah.
so they have to run like 3 extra laps on top of the last lap. So I think they ended up going like 403, 404 laps, something along those lines.
Damn.
So
Jesus.
it was long,
out.
and I was at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which they redid that a couple of years ago. So now I think it's like a road track. They can do a roval or like a road track there. So they can do like a normal racetrack, like just circle, or they can do like the road inside the infield, which I think that's interesting how they can do both there. But something also that happened this weekend was Denny Hamlin. What exactly happened, Ben?
So Denny Hamlin, a piece of tungsten flew off of Hamlin's car during the pace laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and Hamlin had to return to pit road to have the weight put back on. And I think it said he lost 8 laps, so he was automatically down, a bunch, automatically. And it said the tungsten weighs about 35 pounds, and if it comes off the car, it can it doesn't come off the top, so I don't think it would hit a windshield or anything, but it could seriously damage the front of someone's car. So
I believe it did hit someone's windshield. I thought it did because I saw a picture and I thought it hit someone's windshield. I'm pulling up something right here. I thought it hit someone's windshield because that's what everyone was pissed off about. It wasn't the fact that he was trying to weigh down his car.
Drama NASCAR.
I mean,
something.
Whatever the heck that was.
Yeah, no, it didn't hit anybody's car, but he's just facing his crew chief is taking a 4 race suspension, not 4 game, but a 4 race suspension. Wow. And I believe that Hamlin will be fined heavily for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, is that even his fault though?
I mean,
it is team's fault for not keeping it in the car. Yeah.
He just won the last race too.
So, could he be cheating? Could we see a scandal?
They're gonna pull it from him.
So could we see an asterisk here in NASCAR?
Possibly.
Yeah, and you will figure out on the next Bloods podcast episode.
But something else that came out this weekend was the NBA. It's official because with all that we've been saying about the NBA moving or going to Orlando, it's all been speculation. But they officially came out and said that they're in talks to resume at Disney World ESPN Worldwide Sports Complex, which makes sense for where they're getting the basketball courts now because they're going to be at the ESPN headquarters in Orlando. So they're going to have I know there's a lot of gyms there that they can play at because they have like whole complexes and everything. So I feel like that's going to work real well there.
It'll be like high school games all over again.
It's going to be like you're playing.
It's just going to be weird. It's going to be weird.
I think they're finishing the regular season too.
They are?
Well, they have to.
Might as well.
Because I'm reading this says in a scenario where the NBA played 8 games per day using 2 courts to host concurrent games, the regular season could be completed in 33 days with no back-to-backs.
8 games a day?
Yeah, they'd have 8 games. It'd be like tournaments.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're talking 8 games like in total. I thought you meant like 8 games per team.
No.
NBA played 8 games per day. Like I think just 8 games in the league.
I like that.
Which I mean, but that I feel like that timeline starting in late July. Yeah, because they said starting in late July and near Labor Day.
That's probably just a random scenario.
I mean,
yeah, but if they do that, then it leads them. It leads them right up to the draft and combine. Or I mean, the lottery and stuff.
Yeah, because they're moving. I mean, off season's gonna be 2 months.
I mean, they gotta have a regular season.
2 or 3 months now.
Fast, yeah.
Then again, this is part of your off season. You have an early off season now. You get to rest up. You should play another month or 2.
It's kind of like summer league. You're coming off the off season. You have a few games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like summer league.
You can't just go right in the playoffs.
Have they canceled the summer league yet?
Oh yeah, that's sure they will.
No,
or did they?
It will. I think they did.
I think they were waiting for the draft and everything to determine it, but I'm sure they will.
I mean, they could do like a fall league and call it, I guess they could.
What are you going to do for a week?
That'd be like training camps. You might as well just straight up have camps.
Yeah, you might as well do training camps, a couple preseason games, and then just go ahead.
Don't really need summer league anyways.
I mean, the only thing that is bad about not having summer league is
Some of those
the
guys.
some of the young guys that
Yeah, I
could
mean-
possibly like make a team, the guys that prove themselves in summer league, who aren't going to get that
Well,
chance.
summer
So they're
league's
going to
mostly
be
for the top rookies to show how they play.
But at the same
mean,
time, it's also for
yeah.
like undrafted guys or second round pick to show they should have gone earlier or they should have gotten picked. Or
Yeah.
That's how
they're gonna-
Duncan Robinson ended up on the Heat. He
And
went to
it's
the summer
for-
league and made the team.
And it's for people, like you said, undrafted people who it's their only chance to show, or they go to.
because
G
like
League.
I know this doesn't pertain to the NBA, but Adam Thielen came out and said that he was an undrafted guy. He got a chance with a rookie mini camp, and guys aren't going to get that chance this year because they're not going to be able to make it to those. The teams aren't going to have these rookie camps because they have already passed by then. So
which is why I think there's going to be a lot of guys that don't declare because of that. They'll know like it's not worth it.
So it's for guys like Adam Thielen, a guy that came from a D2 school, right, Brady? Yeah, D2 school.
Yep. But
Yeah.
24. Remember, they've
He
already
started at
declared.
Division III.
They've already declared.
They have, but they have until
The combine.
next month or right before what would be the combine to stay in it or not.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, never mind.
So you got guys like that are probably not going to enter
if you're a
the
senior,
draft.
you have no choice.
Well,
Yeah, so that's
Like-
the only problem is those
Like,
seniors.
isn't Trey Jones a senior?
No.
No.
he's a junior, but either way, he's irrelevant.
I thought
Yeah,
he's
either-
a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a
Oh
sophomore.
yeah,
This
he
was
is.
his
He
second
is.
year.
Oh yeah, I mean I forgot because the people in
It's only
Duke,
his second year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been there forever.
Because his brother.
Oh yeah.
Who?
His brother was there, Titus,
Yeah. Dias.
and they look
Oh.
exactly the same.
They shoot the same way too.
But yeah, see, the thing with eliminating the summer league or the whatever is a lot of those guys are going to miss out on their chance of possibly making the NBA for at least a year because next year they'll have whatever league, a fall league, maybe it'll be at that point because the season moving back. But a lot of those guys are going to miss out on their chance, and that's going to suck for them because they're going to have to wait a whole year. And
I mean, they could also go to the G League.
yeah, they also have that chance though, which is or overseas. So they have opportunities elsewhere, but I know a lot of guys just want to get to the NBA or NFL, stuff like that.
I mean it's gonna be a longer process now too.
Yeah, it's going to be they're going to have to definitely grind a lot longer than they thought. They're not going to be able to, they're going to have to prove to these guys that, hey, I should have been drafted or you should have picked me up. So yeah, there's stuff like that. It's definitely going to be an interesting scenario. And I think that's all that really came out about the NBA over the weekend was just that they're almost officially ready. Oh, and also that big market teams like Toronto, Boston, and the New York teams want to be able to go directly to the bubble site, Orlando, instead of returning to their facilities and then going to Orlando, because that means they would have to go through two different testing processes, and they just want to hopefully save up on that and just go down to Orlando early and only have to go through one testing process, which I do think that's better for
I feel like they
teams
should do that anyway. Just do groups of teams at a time.
Yeah, start off with your teams like that are in like hot spots, like the New York and California teams. Maybe move those guys there first.
Do we really
And
care
say-
about the Knicks though?
That's
No.
true. Who does?
I mean, it's but it's the Nets too.
I mean,
guess.
if they all got sick, they would probably be doing themselves a good probably because they wouldn't have to play anymore. So,
But yeah, I think they should, especially for the teams that don't want to go back to their home facilities and then go to Orlando, they need to move them down. And moving on to another sport that didn't really make big headlines, but I know there's a couple things we want to talk about. The MLB. I believe it was either Sunday, maybe late Saturday night. Bartolo Colon re-announced him coming back into the league because I think he was retired, but I don't know for sure.
he just wasn't signed. Nobody wanted to take a chance on my man.
But he said he's ready to pitch for any contender or any team at all. So
Didn't you say he wanted to go with the Mets?
Yeah, he said he wanted to at least retire a Matt.
I think he said he wanted to play his last year with the Mets, even though.
How do you feel about that?
He's talking without his mic in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean that's dope, but low key, he wouldn't be in the rotation. I feel like
He'd probably be their number
Take
two.
out-
I mean, maybe number 2 or 3.
I'd say he's at least
Syndergaard's
better
hurt.
than Syndergaard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Syndergaard's,
Syndergaard won't even play.
Syndergaard's like out the whole year.
Yeah, he had like a I don't want to say Tommy John, but like some other arm
Oh yeah, they have
surgery.
Stroman too. Forgot.
And Porcello and Steven
Oh, yeah,
Matz and
I
everybody in the world.
I forgot
So, I
Syndergaard.
mean, I would like him going back to the Mets. I feel like it wasn't where he started, but it was kind of where,
But it was where his fame started.
yeah, it was where his fame kind of started because he hit his home run,
That
his
would be a
first home
good
run on
meme.
the Mets.
Because he
Yeah, it
used to
would be-
play for the Angels, and again, who markets because the Angels, nobody cares about him. So it's kind of
I mean,
like why that happened.
I would like him to return and hopefully make it to an MLB roster. It would be pretty cool.
I was about to say he'd probably get a standing ovation, but I forgot there's no fans. So,
You get a
You
standing
get
ovation
you
by
get
the
one from
owner.
home for sure.
Now, another actually, I have 2 things. One thing we didn't discuss about before this, but another guy from the Mets, Noah Syndergaard, he's being sued for his lease at his Manhattan apartment.
My guy's having a rough time.
Yeah, he's
Tommy-
having a rough
Tommy
time there.
John.
He needs to pay his bills though. He needs to pay his bills.
tweeted
Chiefs.
out
What's
like a
going?
statement.
The
What's
Mets
going
need to
on
pay
there?
him first.
What's going on there, Chiefs? Your guy is not paying his bills.
I mean, there's 2 sides of it. With
He said
how people
he
think
said
it-
he offered to pay.
I'm pretty sure he lives with a roommate too,
I mean, there's
like somebody else on the team.
There's 2 sides of it. Some people don't want to pay their bills. I mean, he has the money to. So, I think that's what people try to do with celebrities and famous people. They just try to get money out of them because whoever he's suing is gonna get money out of him somehow. Because
He's trying to get 250K from
Yeah,
Syndergaard.
see, like that's nothing for Syndergaard, but for that guy, it could be
Okay,
a lot.
can we fix the mic before
Yeah, I
we
was gonna
finish
say, can
this?
we pause?
I don't know. What is that? Me? I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You've been the only one messing with your mic.
You were like smacking it with the cord the
Yeah,
whole time.
All right, I think we're good.
Yeah, we good.
Okay. All right, we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Keep on going.
So I have my last topic I'll go with on the MLB.
Oh,
And moving,
we're hitting the lap on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did already.
Yeah.
we
I-
definitely.
Yeah, just
no.
go.
And moving on to another New York player, we're to the Yankees this time. Aaron Judge, his
Boo.
girlfriend
Oh,
His
I
girlfriend
forgot
over the
about this.
weekend. I know, I remembered it. His girlfriend over the weekend was getting arrested. And while she was getting arrested, she said to the police, "Do you know who my boyfriend is? It's Aaron Judge."
He said,
Like,
"Cool."
like that's supposed to be a. Like, oh yeah, here you go. You here, go
Oh.
back.
Sorry, ma'am. Let's just let you go. We're
Yeah.
terribly sorry about that.
Yeah,
They were doing him a favor.
Like she's trying to flex or something. Like
Like, why are you trying
no
to
one
why are you trying to
cares.
flex that you're dating the guy that struck out the most times last year?
that's like me. That's like me getting pulled over and getting arrested and be like, "Do you know who I am? I'm on the Buds podcast.
I mean, that'd probably be better clout.
yeah,
we have
but
40
like,
subs on YouTube."
I mean,
More than
we don't.
Judge.
We don't got any haters. So
I mean,
More
we got a
subs
couple
than
others,
Aaron
but-
Judge.
I mean,
We also don't
But-
have awkward
I
grown
mean-
men
I
wearing
mean-
gowns and wigs to games. So
we might have one anonymous hater. We know the name of him. We can't say it. I think everyone knows who I'm talking about. Can't say
But
it though because
it's okay.
I don't know if we're ready to call him out
because
yet.
we're not. I'm number one. You're not ready to catch the smoke, and we're not ready to be delivering any of that.
And moving on to our last and probably favorite topic on our podcast, the KBO. I know we have a lot of strong opinions about what's happened over the last weekend. We all, even though there's not much to talk about, we seem to always have something to say.
I want to address the elephant in the room. I talked kind of bad about Mr. Ramos last episode. Then he hit a grand slam last night against the Giants.
I was
So,
just about to
I'm
say,
not going to apologize for that, but that happened.
and
He
he's now
continues to
leading
be the
league.
best player on their team.
He's now leading the league in home runs too, with
I
7.
mean, the Giants will come back. That's all.
But Nick, I feel like you have something big to address here.
I was just about to say.
We
but I
got
feel
we
like
got
Nick should
we
say
got to
it.
talk about these Doosan Bears again. So, the other day they beat Samsung the other day 10-5, but then last night they lose 13-0 to Samsung.
Which is one of the worst teams in the league, if we have to say that.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull up this box score.
It's low key the Doosan downfall.
No,
it's
Doosan's
the pitching's bad.
they're still third in the league. They won 2 out of the They went
started
2-1
off
in their
cocky.
series.
They used 5 pitchers. Only 2 of them allowed the runs the 13 runs.
Jesus Christ!
So the starter Lee Young Ha, boy, walked
Wait.
6 guys and allowed 6 runs.
Was it the same pitchers that blew the game against?
No, yeah, Lee Young Bum. He actually had a scoreless inning. But
Oh,
this guy,
He made up for himself.
Kim Ming Ju, didn't even record 1 out and allowed 7 runs and 5 hits. Like,
Hey.
I don't know who's this
Tough-
pitching coach. but,
Tough
like,
day at the office.
We need to have a little discussion on
Well,
if
he
he should
can't do
still
anything-
have his
he-
job.
He can't do anything with them. He can't demonstrate anything for him because he can't touch them. Can't get close to them. So it's kind of hard.
The one bright spot about Doosan is their hitting. Jose Fernandez is just
He had another 2 for 4 games.
And one of their pitchers has the most wins in the league, Raul Alcantara.
so. I mean, it's just their bullpen. I would say
They have
probably.
2 good starters.
I mean, low key, like there's a Cy Young candidate on here, or whatever their form of. Obviously, not gonna be Cy Young.
They don't have Cy Young. We're making up the awards.
I mean, currently, if we're talking about, because how many games is it? Like
so
so many games.
144 games.
Yeah, right now, I mean, in the first 17 games they played, I mean, Changmu Ku on the NC Dinos, my guy's flying.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's the guy that we've been following. That he has a
Yeah.
.41 ERA.
Yeah, with 25 strikeouts, top of the league.
One of our other favorite pitchers in the league, Warwick Suppled, he had another game he pitched over the weekend. He currently has a 2.25 ERA,
Respectable.
and he got another win.
Yeah, LG
it's
Twins
getting
are nice.
higher though, slowly.
I think it dropped.
He's on the worst team in the league. It's gonna happen.
And
Is that what team he's on? SK or whatever?
No, he's on Han One Eagles
Yeah.
or the Han One.
I almost said Hawks again.
Like,
It's Warwick Suppled that we're talking about.
and
wait, yeah, Jose
Dixon
Fernandez.
Machado.
He got his average up to 500 again.
Yeah, so
Wow,
Jose
just
Fernandez,
ridiculous.
he's leading the league in 4 out of the top 6 categories. So he's doing pretty decent. He's leading in base percentage again. Hits, he has 36. He has 18 runs, and he's hitting 500.
Like I'm sure he's frustrated with that trash bullpen too.
Oh, I would be too. I mean, you're doing
Just don't
'cause
come
he
out
went-
of the game.
He went 3 for 4 that night, the other night, didn't he? Or was that in the
He gets like 2 hits a game.
at least? He does. I think if he keeps this up, he's definitely our MVP.
He
don't
needs an
think there's much
MLB
argument.
contract.
low key, we got some we got Machado, Dixon Machado on a 3-game hit streak.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3-game hit
Comeback
streak.
time.
Three-game hit streak's nothing to flex.
I mean,
It's more than one. It's a streak. We're taking it.
it's a streak. Yes, a streak.
He ain't no Jose Fernandez.
yeah, he ain't no hitting 500 though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
You can't really
Doesn't
beat
have
that.
to.
I mean, you kind of have to if you're on the worst team, and
The
he's on
Giants
one of
aren't
the worst teams. They're one of the worst. They're
I
not
didn't
good.
Giants are
know
going to be the
that
biggest
the,
comeback
LG
story ever in the Korean
Yeah,
baseball.
LG Twins are so good.
Can we look at Dixon's stats here though? He's hitting 233.
Oh, I did. He has 14 hits.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a
hitting 233.
233.
Yeah, with 4 home runs. He has 9 RBIs. It looks
Yeah,
like.
I
Or,
apologize
no,
for
9 runs.
the Doosan Bears fans for putting him and Jose Fernandez in the same sentence.
As the number one hitter in the lineup, that's going to happen.
Only
But
233 is
soon-
the best hitter in the line.
Soon, once they move him into the power spot, Dixon Machado's hitting.
He's
Boy's got no power.
he's not getting chances because everybody else around him isn't good, and so he just gets the best
Okay,
of the
but
best.
But hitting is a
Preston Tucker is low key doing it all.
Yeah, Preston Tucker's on a bad team and he's doing amazing. What's your
Yeah.
defense there?
I mean, Kia's not that bad.
Preston,
I mean, they're not.
Preston has advanced. He's made out of robotic parts coming from the Astros.
Okay, Kia. No, okay, right here. Kia is 1 game better than Lotte, which Dixon is.
Yeah, but they're
So
tied for
they're-
4th.
They're about the same.
Oh yeah,
Preston Tucker's been falling off.
It makes for a good comeback story.
His average dropped to like 338.
Or we low key have Han 1 and Warwick come back from 7 and 11.
Told you he's gonna get traded.
He needs to get traded to one of these top
contender.
teams.
Dan
He needs
Straley's in this league.
Dusan.
Yeah, he's on the
Yeah,
Giants.
We talked about him last week.
Yeah, we talked about him last week. How he went up against
I mean,
Preston.
Teammate Tucker.
I really think that the MVP currently is Preston Tucker.
No.
No,
I mean, look at I know Jose Fernandez saying 500. Yeah, Preston Tucker is third and tied for third in home runs and first.
I want to see the
RBI.
defensive ratings. What's their
His
WAR?
his average dropped like 100 points from last week.
What's their
No, but
WAR?
here I don't think they have. Well,
Yeah,
do
I
they?
mean,
Yeah, they
Preston-
don't.
Preston Tucker's average.
We've already gone over that. They don't have
338, so that's
defensive
still
stat.
pretty good.
No, but
It
Chiefs,
ain't no
look at this.
500.
Look at this, Chiefs. Jose Fernandez is leading in 4 of the 6 top categories that they keep track of in this league.
I don't
No
see
one
him
else is
leading
doing
in
better.
home runs.
Okay.
He's a
He's leading in-
contact hitter.
Yeah, he's a contact hitter. You don't need home runs.
He hits for average.
Oh no, I want to see
Hey,
how many home runs he does have here.
If they're like the major league voters, they don't give a crap
I mean-
about average anymore.
He still has 4 home runs, which isn't horrible. That's good.
Yeah, Dixon almost has that many though, so we're putting
Dixon
him back
has
in the-
4. Dixon
we're
has
putting him
4
back in the-
too.
Yeah, so we're putting him back in the talks then too.
But he also
No, we
has
aren't.
he also has
Dix-
double Dixon's average. So
Yeah, he doubles
But
Dixon's
like I just
average.
said, they don't care about average anymore.
He doubles Dixon's hits. He doubles Dixon's
he
RBI.
probably
What
doubles
else do-
all his stats.
Because he
What
doesn't.
else is-
Dixon doesn't get the chance for the RBIs. I just said that he's the best.
But he's
player
batting
in the lineup.
233.
Yeah, he should at least have a higher average. If he had a higher average, he would
Preston
still be on
What's
the
his on base
conversation.
percentage? What's his on base percentage?
Probably under
Dixon?
300.
They
Let's
even
see.
do on base percentage on here?
Yeah, they do.
I want to see his BABIP.
Oh, they have a on base percentage. I mean, Preston Tucker's 413. Obviously, that's no
We don't care about his right
Jose
now.
Fernandez. Let's see.
Dixon, we're pulling Dixon's up real fast.
531.
For Dixon?
No,
Oh.
that's Jose
Oh.
Fernandez.
You
I was
wish.
gonna say he's walking a lot.
If we're being honest, Dixon isn't
I don't
even in
even
the top
see-
20.
Oh yeah. His on base percentage is 309.
There we
That's
go.
horrible. That is
Nick
horrible.
That's
said
not
it. Nick
bad.
said
That's
not
not
above
bad.
300. It's 309. What do you want from the
Yet again, Jose Fernandez doubled his on-base
Yeah.
percentage almost.
Jose
Yes!
Fernandez on base percentage 531.
He's playing under the defending champion teams. He's got the best players in his lineup.
So,
but he's hitting.
yeah, he's hitting. He's getting on base. That's what matters.
Okay.
Hey,
Dixon's
you know,
not.
He's got the protection.
Okay, you know, currently, I'll give you now that Jose Fernandez is the MVP, but Preston Tucker's number 2.
He's got the protection. It's like when Miguel would win the MVPs, he had Prince protecting him, so he
So
got the better pitches.
We're comparing Miguel to
Got
Jose
the averages.
Fernandez.
I'm just saying, if we want to talk about averages, that's why.
I mean, currently.
So you're basically
I mean,
so you're basically saying that Jose Fernandez is one of the best players in the leagues because you agree that
I
Miguel
mean,
at one
will
point was the
Yeah,
best player
sure.
in the
He's
league.
he's one of the best. Sure.
will Jose
And that
Fernandez
one-
win Triple Crown?
And
Low-key.
wait, what's Triple Crown again? It's
Well,
Average-
considering that
average
Tucker's
home
leading him in
runs,
home
RBI.
runs.
Average home runs, RBIs.
no, I don't think he will because he probably won't get the home runs.
No, I think. I mean, he's only 3 off of. I think the RBIs he won't get. I think Tucker's.
Ramos seems like
Those
he's
Ramos are going to
juiced.
keep hitting tanks.
He's on.
Yeah.
He's on the juice.
Yeah, Ramos will
I
probably
wonder
get
if they
the
test for that
RBIs.
there.
Probably not.
They probably don't give a
If
shit.
not, everybody
do
would go
not care.
crazy
No
with it.
chance.
I
that's
guarantee
why, like,
they don't test.
like that's probably why Preston Tucker's there. Like, why else would he be there? My guy's just definitely.
Yeah, they're like the Mets. So their whole team is full of roids.
And
Mhm.
another interesting stat here, Jose Fernandez only has 7 strikeouts, and I'm going to pull it up here.
He puts the bat on the ball.
Preston
And
Tucker
He
has.
just made me yawn after that.
Preston Tucker has 10. Whatever.
I can't. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky that Dixon isn't in the top 20 here, though. Because I was about
20
to.
what? Strikeouts?
Yeah, I was about to put some.
Well,
Puts the bat on the ball, being the best hit in the lineup.
I mean, that's what happens when you've played in
He
the
leads the league.
MLB before. I feel like.
Bung Ho Park. He has no strikeouts.
Makes sense.
Isn't
let's-
he the wait?
Let's talk.
He's the
more
one with the
about
most
our
home runs,
pitchers
right?
here. Let's talk more about our pitchers. I feel like.
Ramos is, I think.
I feel like we're giving too much love to the positional players.
What
about our
pitchers you
pitchers.
want to talk about now?
Yeah. What I mean, we already covered our top pitchers there. We got
I
Ku
mean,
Chang Mo.
the
He's one of the
closing
best pitchers
pitchers.
in the league.
I mean, the closing pitchers we haven't even talked about
Actually-
once on here.
Actually, I'll say that Warwick Sapphold's the only pitcher in this league with a shutout.
I mean,
Hey,
wasn't that in his
it makes
first game?
sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, maybe it was his first. I don't even know what game it was, but he has the only one.
Makes sense.
And I think he's pitched almost most innings. Yeah, he's
Makes
pitched
sense.
the most. He's pitched 20
workhorse.
innings.
He's a workhorse. He's out there ready to go every fifth
So
day.
is Warwick
But he's
Supple
also-
your Cy Young?
Yeah.
Oh,
So Warwick Supple is your Cy Young over
I don't care about the
Yeah.
.42
Chang Mo.
ERA.
okay. I
Wait,
don't like the
what
NC
is-
Dynamo, but Chang Mo Koo's been like the greatest pitcher in this.
I don't
league.
care about his ERA because, again, he's on a good team. He's got the run support. Warwick's out here trying his best. And he's probably got a crap defense behind him.
Okay, but Chang
So
Mo Koo
it
also
hurts.
is tied for first in strikeouts,
Yeah.
and he's only walked 4 guys.
Get him out. It doesn't matter how.
And Warwick only had Warwick has 21 hits on him. Chang Mo Koo only has 8 on him.
Well, consider this. Warwick used to give up 21 hits a game.
He's for sure a
so
future MLB player.
Warwick,
yeah.
Warwick used to give up 21 hits a game, so I would say that's pretty good.
I mean, I feel like future MLB player is going to be Jose Fernandez and Chang Moku, whatever his name is. Chang
Moku, yeah. Those are
Disrespect him.
Yeah, sorry.
I-
I got to put some respect on your name. You're mad nice with it.
my early MVP Jose Fernandez. Chang Moku, if he keeps it up, maybe a pitcher could creep in the MVP conversation.
I don't know.
Maybe a
Whoa,
pitcher.
Whoa,
I don't know.
whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
What is
We can't do Jose Fernandez like
what
that.
is I think Ramos since he's just gonna keep on hitting tanks and he's somewhat with the RBI. Ramos is my MVP. Ramos or Preston Tucker.
But I mean, you also got to take into effect we're making these hot takes with
Yeah, with like
17 games into the season.
That's why I'm
and there's
just
a-
saying wait on it.
I mean, yeah, that's all we can do is wait.
Jose Fernandez has been consistent so far, so if he keeps it
Yeah.
up, he's for sure.
He can start scuffling.
we're like the most into this.
Most definitely. No one else. I was watching when I woke up the other morning at 6:30 in the morning, and I saw like the last 2 innings of the Doosan Bears game, and those announcers didn't even care. They were barely.
They don't
talking.
pay attention.
They don't. The one guy was drinking his coffee, and
Yes. They bring
They
in
don't
random
care.
people they bring in random people to talk to that nobody cares about.
they brought in some athletics guy I've never even heard about. I don't even remember his name, but they brought
They brought in
people-
John Duplanter and Ian Happ the other week.
Oh no, they brought in some guy from the Orioles that had played in the He might not be from the Orioles, but he
He's
played.
somewhere.
He played in the Korean League, and they were like, how do you feel about the Korean League?" And he was like, it was good, I guess." He was like, "They're a good league."
Like
And
when
then
you
he was like, "That's all that was
He
said."
probably got abused.
when one of your first interviews is Trevor Bauer, like you know it's gonna go downhill even worse.
Like
Like he's the middle of the hill. It's just right down.
they
They
need
leak his
to
number.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the best part about it.
see. That's not.
He
how-
deserved it. I hope so many people texted him, told him he's stupid for thinking he can drive RC cars and split his finger open from it. Because I would have if I would have thought about it.
I feel like you're just mad at Trevor Bauer
I-
because he's outspoken
hate
about
him.
the Astros.
No, it's before then when he was on the Indians. He was just so annoying. I can have
I-
a whole topic on that. We're
I
gonna
look
have
you
one day. We're gonna have a section of the show, probably an A&M, just discussing who I hate.
No,
That's gonna be a long list.
no, it is gonna be your own like show. It's like
It won't be just a section, because you'll say who you hate, and then you'll go into the description on why you hate them.
Oh,
That'll be
yeah.
a good 5 minutes
Exactly.
for each person.
Oh,
We
yeah.
might have to
I
have,
have
like
that too. I can
We
have a
might
lot of. I can have a whole episode on that.
we might have to have a special
There's
like
all random
2-hour.
football players.
You shut the hell up, 24. You're on my list now.
I mean, right now there's a certain guy that's not an athlete, but it's someone's friend in here. I won't bring the name up though.
yeah, low key. Like
Oh
I mean,
my
Wel-
god.
Welch in the sub. But
Yeah,
we
low
won't-
key.
we won't bring
like-
him up.
I mean,
no, I'll get my own thing and then I'll drop it. I didn't stay up till 3:30 in the morning learning about someone and him liking a post supporting us and then not dropping the sub.
You know what? I'll just give me this. Shout out Manushka one time, just sub, please.
Manushka,
Hit him
Got the
with
names
it.
out, so now we can.
Manushka, if you make it this far, you won't know who we're talking about.
You
Even
should have
the
said this
person-
at first.
Wait a
Manushka,
minute.
you won't know who you are, but just know we know who you are, and I hope you make it this far in our episode.
We've
We
heard
have to
about
call
you.
out
We
the
know
fake
things
report.
about you. Like, come on, please just sub. You're basically
Do-
one.
Do
You're
we have to call out
you're
the
going to-
fake supporter?
no.
No.
You're
That's for
going
another
That
episode.
is for a different video.
Manushka, you're going to college. You're going to do great things. I hope you don't forget Ben.
Only if you sub to us, you'll do that.
Him and his family. He's gonna support his family doing rocket science or whatever.
Here.
I forget what he was
How
doing.
about this?
You're gonna do great things, Manushka.
How about this? I'm gonna propose a deal
Mhm.
right here, right now to Manushka. 10 likes when we get Manushka on next week.
Yes.
No. 10
No,
likes
no.
is too easy.
That's
10 likes is
easy.
too. 15
That's what I'm
likes.
saying.
15
Brad
likes,
got
Manushka.
5
15?
burner accounts. That's half the
15?
likes already.
We had to make it hard. I'm saying something like our highest, like 25. Like one of
I was
those.
about to say 25.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because we have 25 on our first episode. If we get 25
20.
likes,
Not
if we
30, not 30, because
No.
I don't think Ben or Manushka wants them to come on here.
What?
Yeah,
No.
I don't. I really don't.
I'm
I don't
saying
think
30. I'm saying
No, we
30.
can't keep going up. We
No,
have
okay.
I'm going 30.
Okay, listen, right here.
I'm going 30.
No,
This
25.
video is going to be like an hour and 20 minutes long at this point. We've been going off for a good
Okay,
30 minutes
So
about Manushka.
no, so 25 likes. Manushka will come on next Monday's podcast, and we'll talk with him for.
No, we're doing it on A&M. I don't trust half the people in here. We're doing it on A&M.
Hey, I'll take it
Okay.
too.
Oh, we'll take an A and M with Manushka, but I think that's where we have to end this off. We have been going off about Manushka for a pretty
Yeah.
long time. I think we just
So I want to make one thing clear. I think I want to be a special guest on A&M next week with Manushka.
Okay.
I missed
Because then
the
that
past
just makes
episode, so
that just literally makes it not an A&M
Oh my
anymore.
God.
We'll
No,
get,
we'll
we'll,
just do
we'll
it
get
on the
some
podcast.
contracts
You know
out.
what? You know what? You know what?
Will-
Manushka's coming on the Buzz podcast. We all-
we'll be in talks with Manushka and his people and with our people, but I think we just need to let the likes do what they do, and if the likes get to 25, Manushka will be on. So I think that's all we have to
teach you guys some
People are
rocket
going to
science.
be so
apparently.
confused.
Manushka-
Nobody except these 6 people are going to know what
Well,
this is.
Really,
who
us
this is.
3 or us 4 counting you.
I don't even
Yeah.
know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, us 4
I've
know
been
what is
confused.
happening.
But I mean, the people want to know what's happening, so they'll like. If they like, they'll figure out who Manushka is. He's a mystery man to everybody.
Hey,
Right
just real quick before we end, so we can stop with Manushka. I know we built up too much hype last time, but 2 weeks A&M. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
there's-
Wait for 2 weeks.
Is this another hype up?
This will be
I
worth
mean-
the hype as long as we don't get Welsh.
I
again.
mean, I can
No.
cop Michigan QB commit.
No, trust me.
Nobody
There's a lot of
Nobody
things
wants
going
to
on.
see that guy. We don't really
There-
care.
There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes here, and on A&M and for the rest of the podcast. Guess you could say, because this is really gonna, I feel like, kind of help propel the Buds podcast and even A&M even more. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes. By not this coming Wednesday, but hopefully by next Wednesday, we'll be able to.
Big
How-
things.
Well, yeah, that's all we can say, because I mean, you'll probably see a video on Tuesday next week with a little intro to something, and then on Wednesday you'll get the full thing of it. But I think that's all we gotta say.
So you're
Anything else?
teasing 4 videos.
Also,
next
also
week.
low-key a new side series.
You're teasing
Possible.
four videos next week.
Might be in the works.
But yeah, we got a lot of things that's gonna try to transcend this channel into something more than it is right now, because we're doing really good. Our views are going up. We're getting more support. We're getting our stuff out there more. I think we're doing good on Spotify from what I've heard from Mort. So we're starting to do good, and we just want to thank you guys for that, because
We had 11 plays yesterday on Spotify.
like we said on our 1 month on Friday, we didn't think we were going to make it this far. I mean, you always hope you're going to make it far, but we didn't think we were going to be able to what we're going to hopefully be coming with next week. I didn't even think that we were going to be able to do that. So just want to thank you guys for the support. And if you could drop a like and sub to us, that would really help out.
Like for Minushka.
Yeah, like for Minushka. Gotta get that trending. And
I feel like it's been a pretty long video, but it was
yeah, and I think that's all we got. So
I think it's been the most fun.
We made it. We made it this.
yeah.
We made it this far without me turning into a puddle. That's the real bright side here.
I'm about to
So-
go into a goddamn puddle.
I got one more thing to say. I want to shout out our biggest supporters, right? And the two I know. One, the rat himself, Nick. Not the Nick down there, but the other Nick. And the other one, our probably biggest supporter, Wes. Won't say the rest of it.
Oh,
but
you wanted
know
to
who
fit that
is.
in after we had R2.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
wait for tomorrow.
yeah, but
Thank you
those-
for supporting, sir.
yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you on Friday for the next Bud
I like
podcast
that.
and Wednesday for A&M. See you guys later.